In a world teetering on the edge of uncertainty, a new flashpoint ignites, casting long shadows across the global stage. The Middle East, a region historically fraught with complexity, now holds its breath as tensions between Iran and Israel escalate to an unprecedented level. Following a suspected Israeli airstrike on the Iranian consulate in Damascus, which claimed the lives of several high-ranking military officials, Iran retaliated with a direct, large-scale drone and missile attack on Israeli territory. This dramatic shift from a long-running shadow war to direct confrontation has sent shockwaves around the world, raising fears of a wider, more devastating regional conflict that could draw in global superpowers and destabilize the international order. The world watches as the situation unfolds in real time. In the bustling, technologically advanced cities of Israel, life carries an undercurrent of high alert. News tickers flash across towering digital billboards, broadcasting the latest developments in government statements. Citizens, accustomed to a state of readiness, now face a new and more direct threat: the nation's sophisticated Iron Dome defense system, which intercepted the vast majority of incoming projectiles, stands as a testament to its military preparedness. Yet the psychological impact of the attack resonates deeply. The Israeli War Cabinet convenes, weighing its response as international calls for restraint pour in, creating a delicate and high-stakes diplomatic balancing act. Across the geopolitical divide, the streets of Tehran and other Iranian cities present a different picture. Crowds gather in public squares, some celebrating the retaliatory strike as a bold assertion of national sovereignty and a necessary response to perceived aggression. Official government channels broadcast messages of strength and resolve, framing the attack as a calibrated and defensive measure. Yet, beneath this public display of unity, the Iranian populace grapples with the potential consequences of a full-blown war, including further economic hardship and international isolation. The government's actions are a calculated risk, designed to restore deterrence while attempting to avoid a catastrophic, all-out conflict. The geopolitical chessboard of the Middle East is now more intricate and perilous than ever. Animated maps illustrate the strategic calculus at play, with glowing lines connecting key players and potential flashpoints across the region. Iran's network of proxies, from Hezbollah in Lebanon to the Houthis in Yemen, adds layers of complexity, creating a volatile arc of influence that stretches to Israel's borders. The United States and other Western powers have unequivocally condemned Iran's attack, reaffirming their commitment to Israel's security and deploying additional military assets to the region. Meanwhile, nations like Russia and China watch from the sidelines, their positions and potential interventions adding another dimension to this escalating crisis. International reaction has been swift and widespread. In newsrooms from New York to London and Tokyo, journalists and analysts work around the clock, dissecting every move and statement. Diplomatic channels are buzzing with urgent calls for de-escalation. The United Nations Security Council holds emergency sessions, attempting to forge a path toward diplomacy, though consensus remains elusive. Around the globe, ordinary people are glued to their screens, witnessing a historic and dangerous moment unfold. The crisis dominates headlines and social media feeds, a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of global security and the fragility of peace. The economic repercussions are already being felt. Global markets have reacted with immediate anxiety. The price of oil has surged amid fears of potential disruptions to critical shipping lanes in the Strait of Hormuz, through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes. Digital stock market graphs show sharp downturns as investors brace for instability. The specter of a wider conflict threatens to derail a fragile global economic recovery, potentially triggering a new wave of inflation and supply chain disruptions that would impact households and businesses far beyond the immediate region. As night falls once more over the Middle East, a tense calm settles over its ancient lands and modern cities. The immediate crisis may have passed, but the underlying tensions have been irrevocably heightened. The world remains on a knife's edge, caught between the desire for peace and the drumbeat of war. The decisions made in the coming hours and days in Tel Aviv, Tehran, and Washington will determine the trajectory of this conflict and shape the future of the region for years to come. The situation hangs in a delicate balance, a complex web of military strategy, diplomatic maneuvering, and profound human consequence. The international community holds a collective breath, hoping for wisdom and restraint to prevail over the impulse for retribution. As the Earth continues its silent turn through the cosmos, the world watches closely, acutely aware that the path chosen in this critical moment will have repercussions that echo across the globe.